Hello, everybody. We are on Microsoft 2020 with the new Update 16. And, as you can see, I'm flying Skyhawk here today. And just checking out the shoreline, basically. I don't think Miami scenery's probably changed a whole lot. I don't think there was anything in there about changing the scenery there. But I'm looking at the coastline to see what it looks like. The other thing too is I'm looking at the response of the aircraft, and it feels pretty good. The inputs I'm putting in are pretty spot on. No lag, no delay. What I do want to see is trim. So the trim is pretty sensitive, but seems to be responding better because I'm clicking. I have a button assigned to the trim, and I'm clicking it one at a time. It seems like it's a little bit more on it than before. I am seeing some what do you call that? You see the black lines in the water? They look like they might be bridges or something, you know? Can't remember the terminology on that. There's one right there, there. Shoreline does look better. I forget the terminology of that right now, but you can definitely see the lines across the water. I thought they would have fixed that. And by the way, I am on Xbox Series S, as in Sam. Go ahead and lock heading here. Hit altitude hold. Do they call that tiles? I'm not sure. I'm actually seeing more than usual. That's kind of funny, isn't it? Now I did delete my cache. I still have it at 164, but yeah, I did delete it. Maybe I'll change once I'm flying around with it. Let's go check out New York City. So very smooth so far. yet. I'm not seeing any what I think you would call piles here. I don't see any of the black lines jumping around the water. Now maybe they will as soon as I get closer to the city, but as of right now, I'm not seeing that. Very smooth. City's looking pretty good. I don't see a lot of terrain popping happening. There's a little bit, but not much, and no stuttering whatsoever. Nice and sharp. Any issues there? There's times when I'm up here it looks gothic. I mean, just as a dead look to the buildings, and just no sharpness. Pretty clear. No traffic here. So I think this is looking pretty good for New York, especially for the Xbox. I'm gonna zip forward to the JFK, see what it looks like. Thing I'm not seeing, at least right now, I'm not, is airplanes on top of airplanes at the airport, which was common before. They always be stacked. Well, there is one right down there. I see the stack one, but there's like two, not as many as usual. For JFK. little stutter right there, but that wasn't bad. And you can see the train popping to the airport. I will say, normally on the Xbox, the popping for the train, especially at airports, occurs, but it doesn't seem to be as bad as it was. It's a lot smoother. Things are pretty much new. I have noticed that some of my buttons on my control stick and my keyboard has been either been removed or it's changed or something because I don't have the switches there. Like right now, if I disengage the heading bug, and I click it, right click it. Okay, that time it did work. It did return. It didn't do that on the ground. I couldn't get it to center. She'll turn. There we go. Yep. She's turning. I see just a little bit of the lines in the water right over here. Is the dot, but here's a line here. They're appearing and reappearing. I think one of the big deals with this update for Xbox, of course, was the memory. They've really worked on that, I think, to smooth things out. Typically, when slewing on Xbox, you will get stutters, a lot of them. And right now, there's no stuttering on the slewing. think for our last stop today, we will go to Caribbean. There's the airport down there at St. Bartholomew. A little terrain popping at the airport itself. I think it looks pretty good here. Good. I always thought it looked good since the Caribbean update anyway. But getting down a little bit lower on the water and get out and see what it looks like. Controls on this plane, I'm pretty sure of the smoothness. It's a lot smoother. It's a lot more, every input I'm putting in, I'm feeling it immediately, which is pretty good. There is no delay. Too is I'm not seeing anything blurry down there on the homes and the terrain. The last time I was down here, it just seemed like objects were blurred. Had just a little blurry effect to it. I'm not seeing that here. So I think that's about it for now. I'm going to keep flying around, see what I see, but I definitely feel an improvement in the control in the aircraft. Very little stuttering. I've only seen a couple stutters. Terrain popping is at a minimum, which for Xbox is pretty good because it typically does pop quite a bit right in front of you. A lot of this is already there. That's cool. I like that. So anyway, I hope you like this video. I'm sure there's going to be some things I find I don't like on this new update. I haven't run into anything yet because I just haven't been on it long enough. It took 2 hours and a half to upload it on Xbox. And of course, I think it was like another 10 or 15 minutes of the install and all that good stuff. So it was quite lengthy. Okay, well, we'll let it go at that. We'll talk to you all later.